Hi there and welcome, or welcome back if you're a repeat visitor. This is Cord Cutters News, where we take a look at the biggest news in streaming and cord cutting, chat with you in live Q&A sessions, or like today, explore topics in a video deep dive. And for this video, we're talking about NVIDIA's Shield TV streaming device. Last week, NVIDIA unleashed a new update for its Shield line of high-powered streaming devices. Version 8.2 enhances the Shield's AI upscaling feature, adds more customization options for its remote, and more. So in this video, we thought we'd check in with our old friend, the Shield TV Pro here, and see what's new. If you've been curious about the Shield line, or you're a longtime user, and you're wondering what's new in 8.2, well, this video might help. These are 5 things you should know about the NVIDIA Shield TV update 8.2. Number 1. AI upscaling, Upscaled. So one of the Shield TV's signature party tricks is its AI upscaling feature, which attempts to intelligently enhance lower resolution video for playback on higher resolution displays, like a 4K TV for instance. Now, we've covered the basics in an earlier video, and you'll find the link in the video description down below, as well as this link that's hopefully appearing right now. But essentially, a standard upscaler basically just uniformly copies and pastes existing pixels to fill out the rest of the frame so that a lower resolution video can be displayed across the full width of a higher resolution display. A filter is then generally layered on top of the whole thing to smooth out rough edges that can result from all that pixel repetition, and the overall look tends to be a bit fuzzier and less defined than higher res video. With 8.2, videos as low res as 360p are now supported, and frame rates of up to 60 FPS also get the nod. Now, for reference, 360p refers to video presented at 480 pixels wide and 360 pixels tall. If you do the math on that, you get 172,800 total pixels. That's not a whole lot of pixels to work with if you're trying to watch content blown up to a 4K TV, which, for reference, displays 3,840 by 2,160 pixels, or about 8.3 million pixels. That's about 50 times as many pixels as 360p. So you shouldn't expect miracles with this new support, but we certainly want to give it a shot. We tried out the new feature on several clips set at various resolutions, including 360p and 480p, to see how successful the technique is and compare it to the Shield's basic upscaling feature. Of course, it's no replacement for native 4K video, but yes, you can tell the difference between the two upscaling techniques. Hard edges and areas of high contrast are often noticeably sharper and more defined, and the overall image does look more pleasant to view overall. Still, if you find the AI upscaler a bit too overzealous for certain videos, you can fine-tune the effect via 3 intensity settings on the Shield TV. All in all though, while it's not quite magic, it's still a welcome update to a handy feature. And by the way, and this isn't necessarily tied to the new 8.2 update, but that AI upscaling feature isn't just for super low-res content. It also helps make 1080p video look a bit punchier and sharper on 4K displays. And that could be a definite money saver if you, say, want to enjoy Netflix's content in high quality but don't want to pay for the more expensive 4K tier. Number 2. Gaming gets upscaled as well. This one's also related to the AI upscaling feature, but it's worth pointing out on its own. For those of you who use the company's GeForce Now cloud gaming service, the AI upscaler will eventually support 4K 60 upscaling for games as well. For those unfamiliar with it, GeForce Now streams games over the internet for you to play, similar to Google Stadia and Microsoft's xCloud services. And adding AI upscaling support could help improve the overall fidelity and quality of those games, making for a more enjoyable experience that's a little closer to playing the games on a traditional console or PC. NVIDIA says that the feature is coming at some point in September via an update to the NVIDIA Games app, so we'll keep an eye out and let you know via our news website, cordcuttersnews.com. Number 3. Remote control customizations. One of the other headlining features focuses not on the streaming device, but on the remote control. Update 8.2 adds customization options for the remote's menu button, giving you a few more ways to personalize your input device. The update includes some 25 actions to choose from when you press the menu button once, hold the button down, or perform a double press. And some of those options could come in very handy depending on how you use your Shield device. You get choices like taking a screenshot or recording video, which can be great for any streamers out there. You can also set a function to open the All Apps view, mute the volume, bring up recent apps, and more. And it's worth pointing out that these new customization options are for the latest current version of the Shield remote, which came out in 2019. So if you're on an older Shield device and want access to those fancy customization options, you can opt to upgrade your remote for about $30, or use the Shield TV app that uses your Android or iOS device to emulate a remote control, among other features. Number 4. SMBv3 support. Now this one might fall under the category of more advanced use cases, but Update 8.2 also adds native SMBv3 support for the Shield. Now SMB stands for Server Message Block, and it's a communication protocol that lets your Shield device talk to computers and servers also on your network. This comes in handy if you have, say, media or other files located elsewhere on your network that you want to access via the Shield. Prior to this update, you could use SMBv3 on your Shield via the Plex app and its Plex Media Server feature, but 8.2 adds native support so you don't have to use Plex to get the speed and security benefits of SMBv3. Number 5. Still no home screen ads, plus other updates. One other notable aspect of Update 8.2 is not what it adds, but what it doesn't, and that's the recent addition of home screen trailers to the Android TV operating system. We've reported on the feature in recent weeks, and we've seen the update come to other Android TV-based devices like the TiVo Stream 4K, but so far the NVIDIA Shield line still appears to be exempt from the feature, even after this 8.2 update. That could change, of course, but if you're not a fan of the new home screen ad feature, it's worth pointing out. Beyond that though, version 8.2 adds a handful of new features alongside the usual slate of tweaks and bug fixes. Among the other new perks are remote control support for more devices like digital projectors, the ability to change input source on TVs, receivers, and soundbars using the current Shield remote, support for HDR tone mapping on SDR displays, which could improve the quality of high dynamic range videos when watching on standard dynamic range screens. And if you're curious about high dynamic range video and what that means, we also made an earlier video that dives into that topic, and you can find the link to that here. Well, over there. In all, version 8.2 looks like a pretty significant upgrade for the Shield TV line. If you're a current user and you haven't downloaded the update just yet, I'd say it's well worth checking out. Even if the headline features aren't of interest to you, the lengthy list of bug fixes might be useful. And if you have tried out version 8.2, what do you think so far? Does it address any long-standing issues you had, or check off any items on your Shield TV wishlist? Or maybe it didn't go far enough, and there are quirks or missing features you'd still like to see addressed in future updates. Feel free to let us know in the comment section down below. For now though, thanks as always for tuning in today. If you like what we're doing here and want to support the channel, we'd appreciate any and all clicks of those important like and subscribe buttons down below. And feel free to follow us on Twitter via @CordCuttersNews for all the latest streaming and cord cutting news. As always, my name is Philip Palermo. Happy streaming, thanks for watching, and take care.